Peace, family. Look, you are worth the work. And those are the words that I just heard or just channeled or just received from the Most High regarding this new month. We just started a new month. It's April 1st and it's a Monday. So to me, that is just representative of we are all being given this opportunity right now to set ourselves up to have a powerful month. And with it being the eclipse happening this month, right, in a few days, I feel like we need to start right now with understanding that we can do, be, and have whatever it is that we desire. Okay, so you are worth the work. Those are the words that Spirit gave me. And as I was sitting here kind of contemplating what that meant, Spirit just reminded me that we have to understand that when we do our work, this makes us feel worthy and deserving of that which we desire. So being worth the work means we are actually worth what we want. We deserve it, right? We are worth it. We can have it. And so that's kind of the energy for this month, knowing that you are worth the work, knowing that you are worth what it is that you desire. But what I realize is that sometimes it can be so easy to fall victim to habits, right? It can be so easy to just be in reaction instead of, being on the offense and responding to life and aligning with what it is that we desire. It is so easy for a whole month to go by and we don't have a goal set and we don't strive towards it and we don't work towards the manifestation of that goal. It can be so easy to just be caught up in the day to day and not be intentionally doing things that align with what we want. And so Spirit really just encouraged me to come on and share with you all that you are worth the work, right? The rituals, the meditations, the practices, the inner work, and the physical work that has to happen to manifest your desires. You are worth that and you can do it. Okay. And so starting on this April 1st, starting on this new energy, this new opportunity, I want to give you all some things that you can do to keep the momentum or to really initiate some momentum in this month of April, especially because we have Mercury retrograde, we have this equinox that is happening or this eclipse that is happening. And so we really have to be intentional about our work so that our work bears fruit. Like, think about it. A diamond, let's just use a diamond for example. A diamond, when it is sourced from the earth, it doesn't look like much. But as it gets cleansed and cut and purified, now it becomes this thing that has so much value. The cutting, the cleansing, that's the work that the diamond has to go through in order for it to become this valuable thing that people love to buy. And so we are like the diamond. We are like the diamond in the rough, where we have to be cut, purged, purified, and all of these different things in order for us to recognize our value, our worthiness, and what is possible for our lives. All right. So I'm going to tell y'all some different things that Spirit has given me in the dream for us to tap into. Okay. Hey to all of y'all who are here. Happy April 1st. Oh, look. We got our son a piano for his birthday, and it's sitting right here on the table because it's so big, and I accidentally just touched it. So, something that I want to tell y'all, first things first, right? One of the things that we need to be doing to start this new month is we got to clear out last month, right? So, understand this. I don't care what happened last month. It is a new month right now. April 1st, it's a Monday, it's a new month right now. Last month had some challenges in there for me personally, right? My dryer started acting funny. I went to go wash the clothes, or I went to go dry the clothes, and I'm pressing start, and the dryer is like, and then it's just stopping. It's like, it ain't pop. I mean, it's just, the dryer just stopped working. And that can be so frustrating. We have things like that that happen in our lives. Let me turn off this piano before I be making a song for y'all. But we have things like that that happen in our lives that can get us stuck in a rut and not feeling good. So the first thing that I want us all to know is that we don't have to take into this current month anything that happened last month. If it didn't feel good, if it didn't, enliven you, if it didn't motivate you, encourage you, uplift you, inspire you, leave last month where it was, right? Leave last month where it was. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing on this April 1st, I'm lighting this coal. I typically would not light coal like this. I would typically put it on the stove, put it on the burner to let it get hot like that real fast. But what I'm doing is I'm burning this coal, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some resin on it. The resin that I'm gonna use today, that's not burning fast enough. The resin that I'm gonna use benzoin, which is a masculine herb, essentially, a masculine herb, air element, and it's for purification and prosperity. And the reason why I'm using that is because, like I said, we want to get rid of anything from last month that was not in alignment. So as y'all can see, my coal is getting all sparked up there, right? And I'm going to take some benzoin. And if you don't have benzoin, if you have frankincense and myrrh, no matter what it is you have, just use something to create a new energy in your home, right? To clear out anything from last month. Because like I said, you are worth the work. You are worth the work. And listen, something as simple as burning incense or burning a resin is spiritual work. It is being intentional. So look, right? I got that benzoin resin sitting, look at that. So I'm gonna go around the house and I'm going to just hold this cauldron essentially around our house, and I'm gonna clear out all of our different spaces. So it's gonna be purified and it's gonna draw in that prosperity. See, sometimes we forget to do even simple things like that. Like we feel like the work that we do, the inner work that we do, and the physical work that we do, right? Sometimes we feel like it has to be complicated. That benzoin is strong. It doesn't. Literally, I just lit that coal, put the benzoin resin on it, and then I'm gonna walk around my house when I get off of here. I'm gonna walk around my house, purifying the energy, making space for this new month, right? We are worth the work. We are worth doing the little things to create an energy or a presence that opens us up to our manifestations and our desires, all right? So that's something simple that you can do. Get you a coal, get you some resin, or even just some incense, or even Palo Santo. It's the beginning of the month, it's the first of the month. Be very intentional. We got to be very intentional about going around our home, clearing the energy, and welcoming in this new presence. Something that I'm also going to do today that a lot of y'all probably already know about is blowing cinnamon in your home. But if you don't have cinnamon, you can find, if you have like frankincense and myrrh, or even if you have like an essential oil like lavender or something like that, rosemary, just bringing positivity, upliftment, encouragement into your space so that you can resonate and radiate with that energy. It's about being intentional about welcoming in a new vibration into your home. But first, we want to start off by clearing out anything from last month. Also, this past weekend, Dream and I went out. This was our first time going out in a very long time, right? The baby is 4 months old, and so we haven't been out in a while. It's our first time going out. Actually, this past weekend was a very busy weekend for us. And so we went out to these bars. We went bar hopping. First of all, y'all, the Hebrew Israelites, they are still out on the streets, right? I hadn't seen this in a long time, but I'm going to post a video on Patreon because I took a video of it. There's these black Hebrew Israelites out there. They yelling, and I mean, it's probably like 12 o'clock at night. They yelling, they crunk, they preaching their gospel. And I respect it, okay? I respect it. Why, y'all? Why was there this white guy in front of them acting an ass, right? Acting an ass. Like he literally was standing in front of these black Hebrew Israelites that were preaching their gospel. He was standing in front of them and was like, yeah, Jesus, yeah, Jesus, yeah, Jesus, Yahweh, yeah. Like he's mocking them. Y'all, why right when he left from mocking them, he ran off and like tripped on a curb, fell in the middle of the street and like rolled over. He hopped up. Dreamwise didn't see this. Dream was just like, what? I didn't even know that happened. See, your girl be paying attention to everything. Like my psychic senses, my spidey senses be paying attention to everything. Literally, he left from mocking these Hebrew Israelites, jumping up and down in front of them, to rolling over in the middle of the street. His whole, like, his entire outfit got wet. I'm talking about pants is soaking wet. Everybody's like, are you okay? He gets up. Literally, he was just acting an ass, though. And they did, like, people did not know that he was just mocking these black men. Anyways, so we were seeing things like that this weekend. Not only that, our son turned 8. Shout out to our son. He turned 8. And so we had a lot of family over and to celebrate him, singing happy birthday, bringing gifts. And the reality is that our family members come with a whole bunch of energy, right? Right? Even though they love us, they're there to celebrate, they're there to support. They come with a lot of energy, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. You know, one of our family members was recently at the emergency room because she wasn't feeling well, and then she was just at our house. So going around the house, right? Going around the house with this is very important for clearing out their energies, right? Their energies. So if you know that you've had some family members over, let y'all see that. If you know that you've had some family members over, some friends over, whether they are generally positive or not, you want to make sure that you clear that energy out, especially for starting a new month. Now, I also had a dream. I had a dream about 2 days ago. I had a dream. Spirit showed me an altar in my dream. Now, I'm a tell the Patreon family the specifics to put on the altar. But what I want to tell y'all for this month, if you've been focused on your health, if you've been focused on your family, if you've been focused on longevity and vitality and having more life force energy, if that's something that you've been focused on, you want to really focus a lot of energy and attention into the east corner of your home. Whether you own your home, whether you live in an apartment, whether you only have a bedroom where you can do this spiritual work at, you want to focus on the east corner of your home. In feng shui, the east of your home represents health, family, vitality. It represents the oldest son. Now, this is very deep because this has been coming up a lot too. The prodigal, however you say the word, y'all know what I mean, son, right? Meaning the firstborn son, the oldest son. There's been a lot of energy coming up with that from the show BMF, right? BMF, they literally had an episode that was probably like last week. That was the prodigal son. And it was the episode where Meech comes back home and he's just that guy. He makes things happen. He brings the family more money. He just does his thing. There's a show on Netflix called The Gentleman where it talked about the prodigal son, and then obviously the Bible story of the prodigal. Well, my tongue is getting twisted, right? This energy is very important because what it is talking about when they're talking about the firstborn son, what they're talking about is our inheritance. Oh my God. So whether you are a Kung Fu Panda, we did go see Kung Fu Panda. They did talk about that in Kung Fu Panda? They did, because the fathers in Kung Fu Panda were really like, that's my son, right? But what this is talking about is our inheritance, right? What it's talking about is our legacy, what we are meant to receive. And so with this new month and you being worth the work, what I mean by that is your work is creating space for you to receive all of the blessings, right, that you were meant to receive from your ancestry. Okay? The prodigal son is not just for the firstborn sons, because sometimes there is not a son in a lineage, right? From my father, I'm the firstborn from my father. Okay, from my father, and I'm the only girl, but I'm the firstborn. So really, this is so deep, right? Like I wasn't even realizing all of these connections, but we also think about, did y'all get a chance to watch? Did y'all get a chance to watch The Last Airbender on Netflix? Because the prodigal son was also a big deal. The son, Zhao, I believe his name was, he was tasked with going out and finding the next airbender. And he kept on experiencing all of these challenges, all of these tribulations, but his sister was at home fighting, learning, growing. And then finally the father said, okay, I'm gonna send you out to go and figure it out, because clearly you've been doing what? You've been doing the work. The daughter of the fire benders was at home putting in the work. And she finally got to a point where she knew she was worth it. She knew she was worth the legacy, the lineage, and everything that came with being the leader of the airbenders, because she did the work. Okay? Of the firebenders, I mean. So there's just this energy right now about us opening ourselves up to receive our lineage, our legacy, and the gifts that our families have sown before we were even born. Do we understand? But it takes work. And so doing some feng shui on the east corner of your home, or the easiest way to do it would be the east corner of your living room, right? And like I said, on Patreon, I'm gonna walk y'all step by step through what Spirit's shown me needs to be put in that corner. But just for y'all to know, just research the east corner in feng shui, and in your living room, find that east corner and put specific symbols there. This is work. This is spiritual work, right? This is work that is going to activate something in your subconscious mind. And this activation makes space for your manifestation. A lot of times we're desiring manifestations. We're like, I want this, I want that, but we're not willing, or we're not conscious that our desires require of us work. And Dream has been saying this for the last couple of weeks, that hard doesn't mean bad. And that's something that I want y'all to really, that I'm holding in my heart this week or this month, and that I want to encourage you all to hold into your heart. Sometimes the work that we have to do could seem hard because it's different. We're not used to it. It's not common for us. It's stretching us. It's forcing us to do and be in ways that we have not been used to doing and being. And it feels hard. It feels hard to our ego, which brings up the eclipse. Okay? Because with the eclipse, what's actually happening is that the ego is being, let's say, overshadowed. The will is being overshadowed. The conscious mind is being overshadowed by the subconscious, right? By the unconscious, by the moon, by the mother, right? By our quote unquote dark side, which the moon is. And so that's okay. In fact, that's a good thing. Our egos a lot of times need to be subdued, because it's our ego that says, oh, that's hard. It's our ego that says, I don't think I can do that. I've never done that before. That's new to me. Is it possible? It's our ego that does all of those things. So this eclipse really covering up that and allowing us to see the realness of who we are and what we're actually capable of, this gives us an opportunity to do the work, to be the work, in order to manifest our desires. The last thing that I want to share with y'all about You Are Worth the Work, that I want y'all to tap into, is really understanding that we have to be doing monthly rituals and spiritual practices. Really, we should have a weekly thing that we do and a monthly thing that we do that is our spiritual maintenance. The same way we go and get that oil change, right? The same way you go get your tires rotated, right? The same way you go and get your yearly checkup at the doctor, is the same way we have to be about our spirituality. And so for me, last month, right? So February, some of y'all know this, but in February, I did a raw fast, 21 days, only eating raw fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, right? Yes, 222. Shout out to that, Ashe, right? So I did that in February. And when I did that in February, Spirit had basically told me, you need to do some sort of fast every month. And so in March, at the beginning, the first 3 days of March, I did a raw fast, y'all. And even though I had just came off of 21 days of raw, that first 3 days, my head's hurting, right? I'm like, ooh, why did I decide to do this? You know? And I just feel like, is it worth it? Should I be doing it? Do I really want to do it? And do y'all know I had certain challenges throughout the month of March that me doing that raw fast actually supported me in being able to easily overcome it, right? And then yesterday, y'all know, we just celebrated KJ's 8th birthday. And then my grandmother-in-law, that sounds weird, but that's what it is. My grandmother-in-law, she turned 89. Literally, she turned 89 yesterday. And so we go to her house, and my mama she makes this whole spread, y'all. She makes some shrimp Alfredo pasta. She makes some cabbage. She makes a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff I shouldn't be eating, but I dibbled and dabbled, right? I didn't eat the ribs. I didn't eat the chicken, but the pasta, the mac and cheese, the cabbage, yeah, I indulged in that. Y'all, do y'all know today I'm feeling it, right? I indulge in mama's good home-cooked meal. And today is the first day of my 3-day fast. And I'm feeling it. Like my head is hurting, right? That's why I'm drinking this tea. I'm drinking this tea to kind of help your girl make it through. But what I realized is that when we create weekly or monthly rituals, it prepares us for the challenges and the adversity. But not only that, it prepares us for the gifts that the month has in store for us. Okay? Me doing that 3-day fast in the beginning of March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, it set me up for so many things. Like I had my whole month of March already planned out because during that 3-day fast, I was able to get clarity. I said, okay, I got to do this week, this week. I had it all planned out, and I was able to move through March. And even when adversity showed up, because I already had it all written down in my handy dandy journal, right? I was able to do what needed to be done. And so it just really boils down to understanding that we are worth the work, whether it's a fast. We know a lot of Patreon family are doing the Ramadan, right? Whether it's you're meditating every day, you're doing your visualizations, you're doing your feng shui, your spring cleaning. I know those things take energy. Those things take a push. It take us saying, okay, I'm going to do this. I know it's so easily to get sidetracked. It's so easy to forget. It's so easy to be overwhelmed with everyday life, whether it's work, business, kids, etc. Like I damn near forgot that I was fasting today. I was making my kids lunch because they out of school, right? I was making their lunch because they out of school. And I'm like, I damn near wanted to, take a bite. And I get it. Those things happen. But I understand that I'm worth the work, meaning me doing this 3-day fast, I know without a shadow of a doubt that it is going to set me up to have a marvelous, magnificent, powerful April. I know that it is going to open up some things for me to receive my inheritance, right? I know that it's going to open up some things for me that is going to help me to better face adversity, because whether we believe it or not, that's just what it is. We're going to experience challenges, like my dryer going out. Okay? So I just wanted to tell y'all that y'all are worth the work. You're worth the work. Do some of these things. Clear out the energy. Clear out the energy in your home. Welcome in some high vibrations, right? Let me show y'all this. Look. We're going to get it popping, right? Boom. Right? welcome in some high vibrations, you know, do the fast, do those things. But what we're not doing is not doing the work, okay? What we're not doing is, you know, waiting on something to happen. We're taking action and we're trusting that the work that we are worth will open us up to our desires. It will. There's no other option, all right? That's my quick message for y'all, family. Patreon family, stay tuned. I'm going to do a whole video on revamping our east corner in feng shui. And then you all can just rinse and repeat, do that same thing on your own, and watch how it activates and unlocks greater health, wealth, family, love. These are all major themes. These are all major themes that are showing up with this eclipse. All right. And so when we prepare, see, us doing the work is our preparation for these cosmic shifts that are taking place. All right. You're worth it. You can do it. I love you. Peace. We'll talk soon.